All right, first for today is the 4P cycle of continuous improvement. Now, actually, I'm going to make this the 5P cycle of continuous improvement. First off, we have the people, and that's where the HR stuff comes in. We need skill development. People come into the organization, and it always helps if we can improve their skills. The model talks about motivation as well. How do we motivate people? Well, I think the bigger question is, how do we not demotivate people? One of the questions that we have to ask ourselves in this class is, was the person happier and more driven, more motivated on day 1 or day 30? Some people will say, well, I was more motivated on day 30 because I got paid. Well, that's not what we're talking about, really. A lot of times the workplace demotivates people. And if we have employees that are demotivated, then the cycle ain't gonna work. So, we have skill development, trying to get our people up. Don't demotivate. A lot of policies and rules demotivate. Teamwork. One of the biggest things going on in organizations is internal competition. And with internal competition, we don't have employees working together. So, and if they're not working together, then we don't have teamwork. Also, a factor for the people section is readiness for change. People don't like change. I guess we'll save the Lewin's change model for organizational behavior. But in this case, are people ready for change? We have to look at this and give them time and make sure that they are fearless. People, again, they don't like change, so we have to make them ready for change. And when we're in a state of continuous improvement, things are always changing. So we have to be ready for change. The employees cannot be afraid of change. Also, we could add personal responsibility, empowering the employees to be in charge of things. And we have greater self-management. So we're empowering, we're giving the responsibility to the employees, so hopefully they take ownership in it and they're not afraid. And then they can hopefully live a life that is less stressful. If we can get all of these things going on, then this will go over to our processes. Technological advances are able to occur. This organization isn't paralyzed. Faster product development, system flexibility. The people aren't rigid, they're ready for change. They're working together, so the system is more flexible than it normally would be. And leaner administration. The beauty of self-management, but we have to have leadership, is a leaner administration. I believe it was Crazy Dose Incorporated, whose organizational chart was low, and this means less management. Because when we have employees that take responsibility, they're valued, they know that we care for them and they care for the mission of the organization, they can become more self-managed. But the problem with self-management is we can't take it too far. There needs to be leadership at all times. We have improved communication. Here again, teamwork, an open attitude, fearlessness, so people are willing to communicate and they're not afraid to communicate. We can also experience, with our people on board, organizational learning. You might not really understand organizational learning until you've experienced it, where something occurs in the company where a great majority of the people leave. There's a mass exodus, and now all of a sudden the organization doesn't know what to do in many cases because all the people that had been learning and holding that information left. So you really have to value organizational learning. And when your turnover is low, see that stays with you. Participative decision making, where management listens to the employees. The employees are fearless to communicate and express their views on things and become more active in the decision-making process. So we get our people on board, our processes begin to, when people care, processes begin to improve. This would lead to productivity. Now, if you look up this model somewhere else, I've put things in different orders because without the people, the processes aren't going to improve, and if the processes don't improve, productivity is not going to improve, and if that doesn't, all of this doesn't come together, then the products aren't going to improve. But anyway, we have productivity. When our people are on board and they're making our processes better, then we would hopefully end up with reduced waste and reduced rework. As the Toyota company would say, the right processes will produce the right results, as long as somebody's paying attention to the processes. So reduced waste, reduced rework, more efficient use of resources, including the human side, cash, and materials, because we're not wasting as much. Now, once we have all of this going on, our products can become better, and hopefully, if we're a service organization, we'll have greater customer satisfaction with the things that we do. This all goes into pride. And when people have pride in what they do, they enjoy what they do, and then this will begin to get better and better and better and better. So it's a cycle. You might see it as the 4P. I've added pride in here, so now it's the 5P cycle of continuous improvement.